6 feet 7 inches from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
This is a live audio of, you know, the wins, but this ain't going to be the main focus of the show tonight. I just want to let y'all get a little bit of this. This is the win you're rocking out with yours truly, the sauce. Let me share this a little bit. But the main focus of the show tonight, man, like I told you, we're moving in a whole nother direction.
And his opponent is the defending world champion.
With this now, boxing is getting kind of boring. It is what it is. We got a nice show for y'all, man. Like I said, I gave boxing 10 years. I'm still in the game, but like I said, I got to take the podcast in another direction as well. But the main focus of the show tonight, man. So, as you can hear the audio, that's what I want y'all to hear, the audio tonight. They're going to the scale. Wilder's going to the scale first.
And lineal heavyweight championship of the world. First, the challenger seeking to avenge his only loss. Here is the hard-hitting former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber,
Let's see if he touches the scales. Let's see what Wilder is going to officially weigh in at. He looks slim, Rick. Looks good, but he always looks good. 220 something up there. 238.
Wilder weighs in at 238 pounds.
238
for the challenger. The Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Wilder touched the scales at 230 out.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champion. In fact, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Here is the colorful.
It's kind of light in there. I'm gonna be.
WBC and lineal
it's not that heavy. It's not that heavy in there.
Tyson Fury.
See what Fury's just touching the scales at. They blowing them. They hating. 277, man.
77 pounds. 277 for the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. It's the World Championship Heavyweight Trilogy. Fury versus Wilder 3. The team
man, they got this some real bad blood.
Tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view, ESPN and Fox Sports pay-per-view.
They ain't gonna. I guarantee they don't do the Facebook. It's too much tension. It's too much tension.
I'm ready.
I want to hear what they talk about, man.
Deontay Wilder, everything you did in this camp was with a purpose. What was the intent of bulking up to the heaviest of your career at 238 pounds?
Well,
you know, the weight just came on, you know, just I wanted to look sexy and feel sexy. I taste sexy as well. You know, I'm a rich person over a little over 350, so whatever weights come in, I can lay on my back and lift him. So it won't be none of that, you know, rushing me and putting all this weight on me and different things like that. But most of all, man, we just wanted to have fun in camp. It was a joyful camp.
This is the heaviest Wilder has ever been, 238.
We had a lot of great time, you know what I mean? The time that was given, you know, it was advantage for us to be able to train and to make things. They say we practice for perfect, and some would say you practice for permanent, and that's what we did.
Let me open this up while they talking.
About you. You mentioned the word calm.
See, like I said, man, I'm gonna still be doing what I do on the media level, but boxing
calmness is the key to the storm.
Is,
I know that when
you know,
I'm not calm,
I still do the boxing thing.
My mind is cloudy. So when your
my
mind is cloudy,
fighters,
it allows you to make
I'm going to have a new purpose now with this whole media thing. Like I said, cover the wins a little bit, and then I'm going to win it all.
So I can show the people what I'm all about. We rejuvenated myself, reinvented myself. Redemption is upon us, and I can't wait to show the world what I'm all about. Reintroducing myself to the world as Deontay Wilder.
Thank you very much. We're
Yeah,
all
see
looking
that guy
forward to
here?
that fight now. Walk
Getting
over.
ready, look. See that guy right here?
Fury.
There's something light. Something light, new addition. Next to the
Tyson, you're
camcorder.
both the heaviest that you've ever weighed. He answered what it meant for him to be this heavy. What does it mean for you to be this heavy on Saturday night?
It means total obliteration of a doser. Total annihilation. That's what it means to me. 277 pounds. I'm going to pull him in the Royal Infirmary after this fight. Don't worry about that.
Now, you changed drastically for the rematch with Sugar Hill Stewart in your corner. What kind of changes and improvements do you expect in Deontay now that he's got Malik Scott in his corner?
Yes, this is nice. The newest edition. Something light. You heard? Getting ready for October 30th. You know the vibes.
So he couldn't teach him anything. Man couldn't fight himself. He was a shithouse. So when you got a shithouse teaching another shithouse how to fight, you're in for a real pack of shit.
Very disrespectful to him.
Look at the state of him. His heart's rattling now. His balls have sunk up inside of him. There's a man here that's going to annihilate your daughter. Me, the Gypsy King. Tyson Fury's the name. And fucking fighting's the game. There ain't a man born from his mother's cunt to beat the Gypsy King. Never mind the sausage like that there.
We apologize for the language, but for the rematch, you predicted exactly what would happen against Deontay and Tyson. Just the final question. How do you envision this trilogy ending?
With him severely hurt on the floor, smashed to bits. Looks like he's been run over by an 18-wheeler truck. He was complaining last time he had a cracked skull and an injured arm. Oh, I can't wait for Saturday night. I'm going to really severely damage him. He'd be unrecognisable after the fight. His whole wife down there will not recognise him. Don't worry about that. I'll send him home butchered, like a butcher's block.
All right, thank you very much. Well, we've heard from Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. I can't wait. Kate, I'm sure you can't either.
Man, this is about to go down, man. It is about to go down. Okay. That closes out that segment. Yes, you're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. I told you we are taking it into a new direction. A new direction tonight, man. You know, we still, like I said, we still rocking with the boxing. Shout out to my team. We on a whole nother level. Yes. What I want to open with tonight, right? I covered a little bit of the boxing, right? That is done now. 238, the heaviest for Wilder. 277, heaviest for Tyson Fury. That is small night, though. But let's get to this right here, man. Let's get to this. I want to show y'all the range. I'm getting a lot of props right now, so to say, from my work that I have been right now, so to say. So what I'm going to do is we're going to further it tonight. This right here is it is right here. You see this article right here? This right here is making headlines. So what I want to do is I want to touch on this. So what I'm going to close out of this. I am going to open up this now. This is the topic. Hit the like button. I see I got 2 people in here. You're rocking out with yours truly, Showtime Sizzle. This is the source. We are on a whole nother vibe now, man. We covered a little bit of the way in. Like I said, it's time to really expand. It's time to take it in a whole nother direction. Time to take it in a whole nother direction. Catch the source vibes tonight. We got to talk about stuff with substance. Okay. On September 30th, man. September 30th. In Dayton, Ohio. Clifford Oz Owensby was forcibly pulled out of his car by his hair during a traffic stop in Dayton, Ohio on September 30th. Like last week. Owensby is a paraplegic. That means he has no leg movement and does not have control over his legs. You see, they just wrote that down. Thank you for that. I'm going to close this. You see all these pop-ups. Thank you. In a newly released body cam footage, the police officers can be seen offering to help him get out of the car several times, but he refused. He was asked to get out the car so dogs could smell for drugs or weapons due to him having a prior drug conviction. Two officers pulled him out of the car by his amputees before the first officer pulled him out by the hair, leaving his paralyzed legs dragged behind. Officers proceeded to handcuff him, drag him to the back. They said the back of the police car, his entire lower legs and feet dragging across the ground. This is the fella right here. I'm going to play the video in a second. But let's get to the source on this, right? Let's get to the source on this, man. I want to know, and I know police officers. Some of them are in my group, in the new group that I started on Facebook, the media group. This guy right here was a paraplegic, paralyzed from the waist down, right? The officers, two officers, I'm going to play the video in a second. They deemed it necessary to drag him out of the car. And you see, they said they wanted him out the car to have the dogs smell for weapons or drugs. Subsequently, none of that was found. You see, I didn't mention none of that being found. So, more or less, this man was drugged up out of his car for no particular reason. See, my new joint, man. We're getting ready, man. We are getting ready for October. See, I got to make a little small joint right here. New toys alert. See, invest in your brand. See, my new joint, October 30th, man. A lot of interviews going down. But back to what I was saying, and I got a microphone for this. That's what I was saying. Right? So I told you the source is expanding. So this is the microphone right here. See my mic? I told you we're stepping it up now, man. It's time, man. See the equipment? Stepping it up. Peak the equipment, stepping up, right? But that's what I was saying, man. You're rocking over yours truly, the source. Two alpha males, not paralyzed, big, sturdy, strong police officers deemed it necessary to manhandle a paraplegic. Like I said, he wasn't even a threat. Like, what was the need to rough him up like they did? Like, the man is not a threat. You guys didn't find no weapons. You didn't find no drugs. So subsequently, this man was manhandled being a handicapped man, he was manhandled like he was a threat. So you mean to tell me that your training, your academy training, once again, you guys dropping the ball. Your academy training. This is how you handle handicapped people. That's what he basically is. He's handicapped. So this is how you. And he wasn't even a suspect. He was pulled over in a quote unquote traffic violation. He didn't really commit no crime. But this is how you handle a traffic violation of a handicapped man. Now I'm going to proceed to show you the actual video. Because I want y'all to see the video, man. The video, man, is like, man, it's a bad look, man. It's a bad look. Look at this, man. This is sad. Watch this video. Watch this video, please, man. Catch the vibes. I want y'all to catch the vibe. Man, they roughed this man up. Close that. Let's get this video playing. It's taking a little while to load. I want y'all to catch this sauce, man. That's why I wanted to give y'all a little insight into what went down, so that y'all can see it for yourself. Why is it not loading? There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's close this. Know why? Because, see, they got all these pop-ups. Try to make it bigger so y'all can actually see it. There we go. Now y'all probably see it a lot better. Right? Let's see how y'all see it on the Source Talk podcast. It's buffering. A lot of buffering going on, man.
Step out the car, sir. I'm a paraplegic. I got help getting in. Well, I'll help you get out. Excuse me? I'm going to help you get out. Well, I don't think that's going to happen, sir. Well, I do, because I'm asking you, but I'm telling you. So it's not enough. Can I ask you what's the problem? Yeah, the problem
watch this. Just watch.
Because your history, I'm going to have a dog, you're free air on the car. You have to be out of the car. I can't get out of the vehicle, sir.
Yo, and I'm going to add that he has a baby in the car.
No, you're not. You're not going to touch me. You're definitely not about to touch me.
He's going to ask for the supervisor.
Yeah. It will be a lawsuit if you put your hands on me for no reason, bro.
Smash the like button for me one time.
We ain't gonna go there. We about to get some people here that's about to witness what's going on. That's right. You gotta step out, buddy.
See, he called backup.
I'm a paraplegic.
He called backup on a paraplegic already.
Sir. Come on, bro. Step out of the car. I cannot step out of the car. I cannot step out of the car. I had a situation last night. You can get out. You can get out of the car. You got in the car. Hello. Hey, bro. Can you come down the street to Ferguson and Grand? The police just pulled me over and they trying to make me get out the car, and I'm telling them I'm a paraplegic. I can't get out the car without no help and shit. And these motherfuckers, they also just come down the street, bring some people with cameras.
This is the Source Talk podcast.
Bring cameras and bring somebody so they can witness what's going on. All right, come on. Time to get out of the car. I'm not getting out. I just told you I'm a paraplegic.
This is the Source.
I do not have to. Can you call your white shirt, please?
See, he asked for the supervisor.
I'm gonna pull you out and then I'll call a white shirt because you're getting out of the car. You're getting out of this car.
Yeah, he
so
asked.
You can cooperate and get out of the car, or I will drag you out of the car.
Wow.
Do you see your two options here?
Wow.
I know I got right. Sir? I would like for you to call your white shirt. I will.
Wow.
Get out of the car. Come on, bro. Get out of the car. Get out of the car, bro. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Listen. Get out of the car. I am a paraplegic, bro. You can hurt me. Get out of the car. You can hurt me, bro. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Out of control. Look at this.
Dude, you're making this work. I'm a paraplegic, bro. I'm trying to tell you that I got help getting in the car. Y'all can hurt me.
Oh my God. What threat does he put? What threat?
here. Somebody help!
What threat does he pose?
Stop. Someone help! Stop. So are y'all recording this? Stop.
Yes.
Somebody help! I'm a paraplegic. Stop. They are doing the unjust thing to me.
Yes, they are.
Somebody please help me. Stop.
Yes, they are.
Stop. You are hurting me. What are you talking about? I'm a
Yes, they
paraplegic.
are.
Stop. I'm a
Stop.
paraplegic.
Stop. What is he doing?
Stop.
What is he doing?
I'm a paraplegic. I gave y'all
What is he's continuing to tell the man to stop.
You call whoever you want. Can y'all call the real police, please? You're about to get tased, dude. I ain't playing with you anymore.
Grab his dreads. Look at this. The man don't have no use of his legs.
You making it so much.
The man has no use of his legs. Man, okay. Wow. Let's close out of that. We are rocking out with the sauce. Yes, the sauce sizzle. The sauce sizzle, man. The sauce sizzle. Man, it's kind of hard to watch that, man. It's kind of hard, man, to really watch that. It's hard. Hard to watch that, man. It's real hard watching that. Now, police need better training. I'm going to say that. Dayton, Ohio police. I got this on my Twitter. Let me jump on my Twitter and add the Dayton, Ohio police real quick. Because they need better training. They need better training. Let's get back to the page. This is the Source Talk podcast, man. I told you we are moving in a whole nother direction. We're still gonna cover the boxing, but it's time to start tackling stuff that really matters. Not saying that boxing doesn't matter, but you have enough people covering that. And you know what really rubbed me the wrong way with the whole boxing? When this fight got announced with Rolly and Tank Davis, and I seen too many media people being what they are, get along gang, knowing damn well that's a watered down, not a legit fight, man. So that really just pretty much did it up for me. But let's get back to this right here, man. It's a good thing he was a paraplegic, right? Because if you see how they did him, they would have shot him, man. You had two over aggressive cops with a man that was really basically helpless. He was once they drug him out the car and he was on the floor, he was helpless. He was helpless, man. He was helpless. You see, they had their knees. The one officer had his knees all in his back. They handcuffed him. The man was on. Once the man got drugged out the car, he was helpless. It's clear as day in that video, man. This is going on too much. Too much, man. And I posed the question. Let me get on my Twitter account and at the Dayton Police, man. Let me get on my Twitter. Hold on, man. Because you see how I have to set up now. I go live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's how we are doing this now, man. We covered a little bit of the Wilder weigh-in. I gave y'all a live audio. But I want to add the Dayton Police Department. Dayton Daily News. Okay. But add them. Come on, man. I want to add Ohio. I know the police department got a page, man. I wonder. That's how we got to start doing it. See where I'm taking it now. See how I'm moving with this now? Whole nother direction. See how we are moving with this now? Yeah, my daughter, she's on a job. Daffy! World news tonight. We gotta add these people, man. Gotta add these. That's the only way this is going to that's the only way, man. That is the only way. See? Show the thread, look. Working. See how I added them on to that? Yes. The source talk is moving in a whole another direction now. A whole nother direction with it. Yes, 2 comments. I got 2 comments. Look. My guy Mark Nash, peace to the homie. ATL, stand up. That's a fact of life. This is definitely different. You're rocking up with yours truly, the source. But yes, back to the topic at hand. These police officers need proper training. Because here is a clear-cut case of a man that didn't possess no type of physical threat. He clearly stated to you that he was a paraplegic. You wanted to get him out of the car to have the dogs sniff for drugs and guns, which you didn't find because I just read the article. You didn't recover no weapons or no drugs. So subsequently, you just pulled a helpless man that didn't really possess, it was no threat there. He was a handicapped man. There was no threat. You called backup. Two physically healthy, strong men it took to wrestle down a man. Once he was out the car, was pretty much helpless. And the other video, he had a child in the back seat with him. Because then another officer comes. If you go on Yahoo, he had a child in the car with him, man. So it's like, damn, these cops are out of control, man. These cops are out of control, man. Out of control, man. That's where I am taking the source now, man. The source, we are moving in a whole another direction with this now, man. I told y'all, man, like I'm on a different type of vibe. My energy, like I'm still gonna be rocking and rolling with the boxing. But I know my voice and my influence already took over boxing media. So now it's time to touch more worldly, more stuff that's affecting our community. And this is a major problem in our community. That's why I felt the need to drop some source on this tonight. This is a major problem in communities throughout the U.S. It's just not Dayton, Ohio. It's just not Suffolk County. It's just not Nassau County. It's just not Texas. It's just not Dayton, Ohio. See, these cops aren't trained. It starts in the academy. These cops aren't trained, especially these cops that are dealing with the inner cities, that are dealing with the minorities. And it just doesn't have to be the African American minorities, the Hispanic minorities. A lot of these guys, right? And I can speak on this because at one point I was going to be a NYPD officer, but then I really looked in the mirror at myself, and they have what they call the blue oath of silence. That's why I say these officers, and this is the cops. Period. They are the number one gang. They are the number one gang in the world. Like, how we in the streets, the hoods, whatever you want to classify, say stop snitching. The cops move like that too. They move like that too. So if their partner or a fellow officer does something that is not correct, they are not going to tell on their partner. They have the blue code of silence. Look it up yourself. Look it up yourself. But here is a prime example of policing going wrong. The man clearly was helpless. They pulled him by his dreads. I hope he has a very high powered lawyer, and these cops subsequently lose their job. Because just imagine if he wasn't paraplegic, they probably would have shot him. Because they manhandled him with so much aggression, and the man was helpless. So just imagine if he was me, if he was my guy Papa Lot, if he was Mark Nash, if he was Lord of the Rings, if he was Jihad Tucker, if he was a healthy African American man. You seen the amount of force. Are y'all catching my source now? Do you see the amount of force that they used against a man that didn't possess no type of threat to them? No type of threat to them. When he was dragged out that car, once he was out that car and he was on the ground, he couldn't even move, more or less. But they still had their knees in his back. They still handcuffed him. I read the article. They dragged him. Listen, they didn't pick him up and place him into the cruiser, police cruiser. They dragged him like an animal, like a carcass. They dragged him. That is so, what is the word? Inhumane. Yeah, see, the soul's got a little bit of vocabulary. So inhumane. But hey, what do I know? I know this is not nothing new. Police forces across the U.S. are facing this problem. They are not properly trained. They do not know how to deal with African Americans. They do not know how to deal with Hispanics. They do not know how to deal with inner city people. Because you are getting these guys coming out of the academy. Some of them never been around African Americans nor Hispanics. And now you are giving them a gun and a badge and having them police communities and police people that they can't register with or identify with. And then when they pull people over for traffic violations, they are so on go. Because you see, the officer he asked for the white shirt. That is a superior, a supervisor. That whole situation could have been avoided. The man wasn't aggressive. He wasn't a threat. All he had to do was call the white shirt, the supervisor, over. But no, his whole intent was he felt disrespected because he told him he wasn't getting out the car. So he had to show his authority and pull him out of the car. Sad, man. I hope this dude sues them. I hope these dudes lose their job because they don't need to be on the force. They don't need to be policing because that was policing going wrong to the 100th power, man. To the 100th power, man. These dudes do not need to be on. To be honest with you, that whole community out there in Dayton, Ohio, You need to rally. You need to march. Do whatever you need to do because you guys aren't safe out there. If they are doing this to handicapped, paraplegic citizens, what are they going to do to brothers loitering? God forbid you loitering. Because, that's what, in the hood, that's what guys do. It's nothing to do. So you might be standing out in front of the store. You might be standing out on the corner. What are they going to do to you? You see what they just did to this unarmed. They didn't find no drugs. They didn't find no weapons. He was in a car with a kid, and they manhandled him, man. Rocking out with y'all, show you the source. This is the source talk. I told you we are switching it up. It's just not all about boxing no more. Boxing is rather boring. We aren't getting the fights that we want, so it's time for the source to expand. Yes, we are back. Take a little commercial break. Yes, back to policing. I'm all for community policing, but you need to have people from the community policing the community. You need to have actual people from the community policing the community, or you need to have like a community subcommittee to oversee some of these officers, man. And another thing that they do, right? I'm gonna tell you this, man. See, I know because, like I said, hey, what do I know? I took the test. I went through the steps. They should be required to have a psychological exam, test, whatever you want to call it, like you take to join the force every year, because the stress of that job will drive you crazy. These guys, it's like they are human beings at the end of the day, right? So you can tell, I want to say this, right? Everybody has bad days, right? You might have an argument with the old lady. You might have personal stuff going on, right? We all have that, right? And we all been there. You go to work or you go throughout your day, and that's affecting you. It's no different with officers. But see, the difference with them is they are to protect and serve. So now if an officer is having a bad day and he goes to work, and this happens all the time because you see it, man. Like, I grew up in the projects. I grew up in the hood. I see it now. These officers are juiced up. They are charged up. They bring their problems to work, and they take it out on people in the hood, people in low-income communities. This is, we got to touch on that, man. We need to touch on that. See, certain stuff needs to be addressed, man. That's why I said, man, the police, Dayton, Ohio police dropped the ball on this, man. And it was great that the body cam caught it. You had people out there on the corner to catch this, man, because they handled a handicapped paraplegic man the wrong way. And that just goes to show you they don't have proper training. They had 3 cops out there. Just imagine, I could have just imagined if my man was somewhat healthy and whole. They probably would have had the whole force out there and gunned him down, man. They probably would have gunned him down for not exiting his vehicle. Because you seen the aggression in the officer. He really wanted to draw his gun on him. Because he was so intent on dragging him out the car after the man told him he had no use of his legs. And he asked for the superior, the supervisor. And the key response that the officer said, this lets you know what his mentality was. He said, I will get the white shirt over here after I drag you out the car. Pay attention. See how the sources broke that down? And I'm going to give it to y'all raw and uncut. Just like the police always say, right? Intent. Intent, right? Premeditated. Intent. His comment lets you know his intentions off bat. It was premeditated. He wanted to drag that man out the car before he called his superior officer over. So that was his intent on dragging an unarmed, non-aggressive. You watch the video. If you didn't watch it, play it back. It's on the Facebook page. You can play it back for yourself. Non-aggressive, non-threatening man that was paralyzed out the car, man. Y'all don't hear me, though. You rocking out with y'all truly the sauce, man. I told you we are switching it up. Touch on a little boxing, though. Shout out to my man, Big Baby. Touch the scales at 240, man. Can't wait to watch him fight tomorrow. FA. You know, I got to shout out Uncle Jay's fighters. I believe FA was 237. Yeah, 237. Wilder touching the scales at 238. Heaviest ever. Tyson Fury, 277. Man. Frank Sanchez was 240. 240. 40 why they won't you sip on me? 40 why they won't you sip on me? That is a great pay-per-view tomorrow. Definitely want to highlight that. While we are talking pay-per-views, I need y'all to vote on this right here. You see, I put a question up, man. People need to be more. Listen, these are free. 24 people have seen this. Only 2 people casted a vote, man. What's going on with y'all, man? It doesn't cost $1 to vote. I said, what is the weakest upcoming pay-per-view fight? You can only buy 3. One must go. Top of the source. This was 12 hours ago. Davis and Rowley is in the lead with 2 votes. Only 2 votes. Fury Wilder, definitely ordering that. Great fight, great undercards, everything. Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant, Canelo Alvarez. Definitely great fight. One of that is history. Crawford Porter. Another good fight, man. This fight right here, I am going to take the time, the liberty to talk on it. Trash. Throw it in the trash bag, right? Shout out to Mr. Hawthorne. Even though he is classified as a fuzzy Dunlap, the source is rubbing off on him. My guy said he's no longer in the get-along gang, so he is somewhat of a rebel now. He is pouting. But I just want to say this, right? His last couple of videos, he's making great noise. And I am sitting back and I am enjoying the noise that he is making. Because he is exposing his God. He is exposing a man that he idolized. Have you ever watched the 10 Commandments? Remember when Moses went up to the mountain, he brought back down the 10 Commandments, and they made the idol, the gold statue, what was it, a bull or something? He is casting stones at his gold idol for many, many years. And this is with all of these guys. That's why I'm like, boxing, I got a lifetime in boxing, to be honest with you, man. My last name is Jones, man. A couple of my family members were real world champions. No need to speak on them. I grew up in boxing gyms. I grew up in Atlantic City at the Trump Plaza, seeing many fights, being around many fighters. But right now, boxing always been a dirty business. But right now, not only is it a dirty business, it's a goofy business. Because when that fight was announced with Rowley and Tank Davis to be a pay-per-view card, more fans more so-called media, more so-called bloggers should have really stood tall, got 10 toes down, and said, yo, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. Yes, that's what they should have did, right? But no, they co-signed off on it. Like, this is a major fight. Meanwhile, you got guys like Devin Haney out there calling him out, who is a legit world champion at 135. Daffy, be quiet. Who is a legit world champion at 135, right? Legit world champion. He's a legit. He's not he doesn't have a secondary belt. He has a legit belt, right? Why didn't he get the fight? You have guys like Gary Russell Jr., who's been calling him out for years, right? And I'm glad old Fuzzy Hawthorne brought that up too. These guys are so pro-black. Revolution, ooh, revolution, ooh, revolution. Y'all so pro-black. Black this and black that. Here you have the black fighter who is smaller than him, then calling him out, willing to go up and fight him. Y'all claim he doesn't fight enough, but here he is begging to fight the so-called pound for pound, like the other Fuzzy Dunlap. Loves to mention that he's pound for pound superstar in the game. Fighting Rolly? Come on, man. Rolly? When you have guys like Gary Russell calling y'all, Devin Haney. But yeah, you fight Rolly. That's why I said, man, we gotta really, that's why I'm really on it like that. You see my podcast tonight, man. I went in a whole nother direction. I'm just talking about this now because I'm about to wrap it up, but it is what it is, man. We gotta boycott sales, man. And I'm gonna say it. I don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care how you feel about it, because like I said, at the end of the day, my voice is my voice, and I am strong in this game. I hope that shit bombs. I hope it bombs. And I hope all your gimmicks and your tricks and all your sellouts that you try to have hype it, the people wisen up, get out the matrix, take the blue pill, the red pill, whatever pill they need to take, and start seeing that you are giving the fans. Because at the end of the day, that's what really, once the fans really come to that and wake up and realize that you guys have real actual power. Because if you don't buy a fight, if you don't support a fight, nobody's going to make no money. And the name of this game is money. The moment the fans actually wake up, man, get off of the glue, get conscious, and understand their real voice and power, things will start to change. You won't get these bullshit ass fights. I said that to say this. See, got my new toy right here. See my new toy? Break that out October 30th, the whole fight week. I'm gonna break this out, man. Give y'all some nice footage, right? But I say that to say this, right? I got over a decade plus in this game, media, preferably boxing media. At no point in time, I shared a little insight with my guy today, right? At no point in time was I ever discouraged. Could they ever, I'm not even going to say humble me, because I've always been humble. You see what I just told y'all, man? Family members, I'm a Jones, man. World champions, man. I'm humble, right? Never could they tell me I'm not who I am. Never could they tell me I'm not important. Because you know why? At the end of the day, right? You see the sources everywhere now. You see the source influence throughout the game. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez. I'll probably most likely see you fight week. T.O. Senior. The source's influence is all over the game, right? My handprints is all over the game. But at my lowest point, when they thought they were stripping, not giving me access by not letting me go to the press conferences and certain stuff, like that was going to stop me. No, only thing it did was fuck y'all up, because I know how strong my voice is and how powerful my anointing is. See, a lot of the people that do this, they suck. Like I was telling my partner today, I said, these dudes are cornballs, weirdos. They don't have nothing going on. Pay attention. They follow moves. My whole format, how I run my podcast, a lot of these fuzzy Dunlaps is running with that now. And I'm the same one that they told, yo, upgrade your equipment. Do this, do that. Well, I did all that. Look where I'm at now. Look where I'm at now, right? You heard? But I say that to say this, man. Never let nobody tell you your value. Like when they was trying to tell me this, I'm like, bro, who are you talking to? I'm the illest. I'm the illest. Look at my interviews with Keith Thurman, even with Fuzzy. See, my interview with Fuzzies was so ill, right? The Fuzzy Dunlaps, I was outshining them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, I'm after I close out this, I'm gonna throw up some vintage sauce on the page. Interviews, standing next to quote unquote superstar, and I was outshining them. You know why I was outshining them? Because my inner soul still shines bright. I never sold my soul. Revolution, ooh, revolution, ooh, revolution, ooh. Yes, invest in your brand, man. Invest in your brand, man. Invest in your brand. You know, that's what it's about. Investing in your brand. Like I was telling my guy today, right? I said, all you have to do, right, is invest in your brand. And they all going to come running. They're all going to come running. At one point, right, when I was running around under my other performance name, Jackal Fitness. Jackal Fitness was so hot in the game that fighters, right, when I would go to the fights, I just shared this story with my guy, right? I ain't even gonna say his name because I don't give people shine on my show. I don't give them shine. Just like they don't give me no shine, but they try to steal my sauce. I don't give them shine, right? This Fuzzy Dunlap, he was on me at the fights, right? Real talk. He knew I was that dude, right? So we was at the fight. Rest in peace to my man Patrick Day. We was at the Hula Theater at the Devin Haney fight. When Devin Haney headlined the Hula Theater, we was covering that fight. One of the Fuzzy Dunlaps, we was in the media section. Yo, he was on me. I'm gonna tell you, see, I wish my man's was on here from Jersey City. Yo, I had 6 credentials that night. Yeah, the sauce. When I was running around Jackal Fitness, I had got 6 credentials for Matchroom Boxing. 6. So I had a whole crew of media members in the building. Real talk, right? Facts over fiction. You know the vibe, man. You rocking out with your shooter, Soul, Showtime, Sizzle. But I had 6 credentials. So I was sitting down, and one thing about the media, right? That's why I be trying to groom my God, man. They watch everything. You gotta be professional, man. They don't want you drinking. Like, they don't want you. You got to carry yourself professionally. You can drink, but you got to do it discreetly, man. All that out in the open shit, it's not a good look, right? So we was in the section, right? And the Fuzzy Dunlap guy, man, right? Yeah, he was like a fan, man. He was like on me, right? He sat next to me. Yeah, he introduced himself. I was like, what up, man? Cool. You know me. I'm a humble guy. I show love, man. I always show love. So we vibing, right? So I'm like, yo, they had us. If you ever been to the Hula Theater, they had the what they call them old media, the prestigious media, like the Dan Raphaels, those type of guys. They had them down by the ring. They gave them the ringside joints. We was on the if you've been to the Hula, we was in a section like this above the ring, but it was still, like I said, excellent seat. So now we in there, but we have access because we have the credential passes on, so you could just run around. So I started seeing the fighters come in there. I seen J Rock, I seen my man Patrick Day. I was seeing all the fighters come in there. So I told dude, because dude was cool, right? For a little fuzzy. Yeah, he was cool. So I was like, yo, I said, yo, I'm about to make a move. I'm about to go holler at some of these fighters, man. Come on, you want to get some interviews? So he was with it, bomb, right? Pete game. We bounce out. You know what I'm saying? Like we moving. We catch my man. Rest in peace, Patrick Day. Patrick Day, that's my guy. Freeport boxing. Shout out to Joe Higgins Jr., the whole team out there. Coach what's his name? Who's now NYPD? We all up in there. I see Patrick. Patrick did the drop, interview, all that, right? I told my man Fuzzy, I was like, yo, Fuzzy, you don't want to get none? Like, that's how I move. I'm ill like that. Like, I'm not gonna hog. Well, I'm like, yo, you don't want none? So bomb. He didn't want to get none. Yeah, we break the corner. Yo, who I see, my man Jerry Cooney. If y'all notice, I had that drop. I could throw it up right now. We said, Jacko Fitness. That's the Hula Theater. I got that, right? Matter of fact, let me throw that up for y'all, man. So y'all know I'm not bullshit. Like, I'm giving y'all real facts over fiction. Jerry Cooney lost it. I seen Jerry Cooney. I'm like, yo, you from Huntington? I'm from Huntington, born and raised. With me and him is kicking it. Jerry said, Jacko Fitness. Yeah, that was at the Hula Theater, right? Then we moving around. That's when I interviewed. Shout out to Darren Cunningham. He's coming off a loss. I think he's fighting again on might be October 30th, the same night as Jihad in Maryland somewhere. But then I interviewed Darren Cunningham. That's why I be trying to tell you, dude, come to this fight, Jihad's fight, especially if you want to be media. You don't need media credentials. All you need to really do is be in the building and be a people person and be moving around. Don't be scared to move around. You heard? But I got Darren Cunningham. Now we making our way back down. We go down ringside. By the time we get there, all like the fuzzies, they just rushed my man Julian J Rock. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I ain't even really want to like that. You know me, I like to move, man. Like I don't like to when you really get into this game, right? You see, like especially the people that Fred mentioned that when he called Al a coward, like when they coordinate the media shit. If you notice, all their media when the fighters get interviewed, it always looks like a paparazzi thing. That's quote unquote part of the ploy, to try to make it seem like that's just a gimmick, like the fighters is walking through the hallway and you see the reporters all around them with their cameras. That's what they do, gimmicks over lyrics, facts over fiction. Somebody dispute this. When y'all play this back, please dispute this and tell me I'm lying. It's facts over fiction over here. I have receipts. Everybody knows me. Yes, you're rocking out with your truly the source. But continuing on, right? So we get down to the floor. I grabbed up Raymond Savage Ford. I interviewed him. He signed the match room. Yo, that's when I was like, you know what? I told my man, I said, yo, I got like 6 already. I'm about to go back up there and chill. He was like, yo, man. Yeah, he just lost it. He turned into the illest Fuzzy Dunlap fan. He said, yo, man, all the fighters. All the fighters know you. He turned into my man Chuck E. Chuck E from Fresh. He said, yo, you got the stupid dope moves, Holmes. Yo, my name is Chuck E. Chuck E. You got the stupid dope moves, Holmes. He was on me. So bomb. I go back upstairs, right? Get in my seat and shit, because I'm feeling good. I'm like, yo, I'm loaded already. I don't need to get no more interviews. I put in my work, right? So I'm showing my guys. Shout out to Al and June. I'm showing them the work I got. Them niggas was like, yo, such and such. And then the Elvis dude came up there, and I'm gonna put y'all on this too, right? The Elvis dude came. My guys, June and Al, they like taking pictures, right? That's another thing they used to try to use against me, right? And my team, they used to be like, oh, well, you take pictures with the fighters. You're not supposed to do that. Real journalists don't do that. You're not supposed to take the pictures with the fighters. You know what I told dude? I said, yo, why these other fuzzy Dunlaps constantly posting pictures with the fighters? I said, yo, you know what, man? See me, I don't bite my tongue, man. When I feel like you're trying to play me or play my integrity or play my intelligence, I'm going to address it, and I'm going to address it professionally, and I'm going to make you look like what you are: a devil, a demon, a hater, a jealous, fuzzy Dunlap. So I said, yo, man, dude told me, I take the pictures with the fighters. I said, yo, man, I was just kicking it with Dan Raphael. Yeah, he took a picture with the fighter. He said, oh, that's different. I said, yo, I'm confused. How's that different? How's that different? Yeah, see? That's how you got to kill them with their own poison. Look at me now, man. Shout out to the team. We are still going strong. No more Jackal Fitness, no Jackal nothing, no Jack nothing. It's all about Showtime, Shy News, the source. Call me Shy News, Big Shy, Shalom Jones. That's it. Jackal, no Jackal Fitness. Been there, done that, blew that up. It's all about the source. You know the vibe, man. But yes, man. Hopefully y'all was feeling the source tonight, man. Better police training. Better police training is what it's going to take for community policing. We need people from the community on these subcommittees. Whenever there is a like right here, I'm gonna give you some real deep source right here, right? Check this out. Whenever there is a complaint, because right now it should be hundreds and hundreds of complaints, civilian complaints, on what just happened to that gentleman in Dayton, Ohio. There should be civilians on that committee. Because, like I said, they have the blue code of silence. So 9 times out of 10, even internal affairs, like the police hate internal affairs. Internal affairs hate the police, but they are still brothers, they're cousins. So sometimes they don't really police the way they need to. You need somewhat of a civilians on that committee too. Hopefully y'all caught that source, man. And hopefully y'all dig the source. Tomorrow fight start early. Get your popcorn. Great day of boxing, man. That's a stacked card, man. And for those of y'all that can't afford the pay-per-view, from I believe 2:00, at least 4, but from 2 to damn near 9:00, or maybe from 4 to 9, you will get to see free boxing on the undercard. You get to see Edgar Berlanga, Julian J. Rock Williams, Shushu, Bruce Carrington making his pro debut. These are all free fights via the YouTube channels, ESPN2, FS1. So enjoy the boxing, man. Enjoy the boxing, enjoy the source. I'll probably give y'all something tomorrow. Like, I had this story right here, but that police incident, it just rubbed me the wrong way, so I had to jump on that. I will probably do this right here tomorrow. Oh, check out this video right here. Big Baby is talking hella greasy. Hella greasy, man. I have to repost that, man. And I bet you I'll catch all kind of flack. But he said it, I didn't. You know the vibes. Excellent video right here by my man, Boozy Ennis, Pop Ennis. Lou Da Vinci talking hella greasy. Yeah, the Taliban is not playing, man. I was going to talk about this. I'll probably put this in tomorrow, too. But if you get a chance, read that article. This fight is made the 27th. Got a lot of fights on the 27th, man. A lot of fights on the 27th, man. That's when they Cool Boy Steph is fighting, too. That's a week after Buzz fight, man. But, yeah, we are 168 strong now in the group. But I'm going to touch this right here, man. NBA fraud. I was going to touch on it today, but, man, that police brutality just moved me different. It just moved me different, man. Oh, man, did y'all see that dunk right there? I tell you, look at my media group, man. It's universal, man. A lot going on. A lot. I know y'all like, damn, you got a chance to broadcast good tonight. Real good tonight, man. You know why? Look, he called Al Hammond a coward. Coward. Called his father a coward, man. I know that must have hurt his heart. Right here. 18 former NBA players charged with defrauding the NBA health and welfare benefit. Probably going to do a story on that tomorrow. But if you get a chance, man, tap into the group. Read this article, man. Some notable names is on that list, man. Notable names, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this source tonight. I enjoyed delivering it to you. I was looking at my phone. I already got great reviews, man. Got great reviews from the fan. So that's why I do this, for the fan. For the fan, man. Great reviews, man. You know? They are loving my vibe, man. And I told them that's where I'm taking it to, man. Like you see, I talked a little boxing. We shot a little boxing. I'm about to start talking about more real life issues. More real life issues, man. I'm gonna be incorporating Lady Source more. Because boxing media is just too goofy for me. Like I said, I'm gonna do my thing. Don't get it twisted. See, I got my equipment. I'm gonna be still doing my thing, but I'm gonna do my thing. You hear what I'm saying? My thing. Showtime Shy News. Showtime Shy News Media, man. CEO in the Science brand. You know? I'm gonna do my thing. Hopefully I caught that sauce. And you know you are rocking out with the best, man. I am the best. Cuzzo told me I was the best, man. And like I said, man, always be your number one supporter, man. Don't worry about nobody else.
I take my shit in strive, nigga. I'm a man at the end of the day, nigga.
That's real.
Niggas don't owe me nothing. I don't owe niggas nothing.
You right?
We got friends out here this day that don't post shit. How many friends you know never post nothing you did, nigga? That you grow with.
A lot.
Thank you. I got the same shit. I got a friend with that right now. Don't do shit. I'm taking them niggas with me. Hell no. You gonna stay right there, nigga, when I go. You don't show the same love I show niggas. I show everybody love. Like, you supposed to show that back. Niggas be on your page. Niggas won't like your shit. Why follow me?
You right.
You'll stroll right past a nigga page. You'll look at it and won't like it. Why are you here? Why are you here?
Talk to him.
Delete yourself, nigga. Why are you here? Bitches too, why y'all here, man? Delete yourself. Why are you here?
That's fire.
Delete yourself. It don't make sense, son. It's just crazy. And niggas will be looking at you like you wrong when you get on and leave, niggas too.
Yeah, facts. You right.
They'll be looking at you like you did something wrong. No, nigga, you did something wrong. You ain't support me, nigga.
You ain't do shit.
Oh my gosh, he's sweating. Down, Narina. Down, Narina. I'm taking a video. You want to be famous?
It only takes for you to win once. You could lose 10 years in a row and you hit that right jug. Bam! That shit changed the goddamn game. And guess what? They gonna bow down. So I don't care how rough it's been on you. All you gotta do is hit once. Pull off that one thing in the back of your mind. You pull that off and guess what? They gonna, oh, he a born winner. He did.